CEOs of tech giants Amazon, Apple, Facebook and Google are appearing before the US Congress after a year-long investigation into their market dominance. Well, Alex Morgan is on our social media news desk, theCUBE, and he tells us more.
The social giant, the shopping giant, the tech giant and the search giant, the big four of tech, gathered to answer questions for the very first time. This is why this is such a significant day. You've got Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, also owning WhatsApp and Instagram, alongside Jeff Bezos, the richest man on the planet, CEO of Amazon, alongside Tim Cook of Apple, and then Sundar Pichai of Alphabet, who own Google. This is pretty unprecedented here. We're talking about the gathering of the tech leaders to answer questions on competition, their dominance and antitrust before a subcommittee in the United States, subcommittee of Congress. For Jeff Bezos, it's his first time taking these kind of questions. So let's start with the Amazon CEO here and sort of dive into this. We know he's the richest man on the planet, but Amazon are going to be facing some pretty tough questions on alleged market dominance. Amazon pushing back on that in their opening remarks submitted ahead of time, but also this controversial point at the bottom here. Allegations made in the media that Amazon was effectively looking at seller data to develop competitive products, to develop their own products. Amazon have denied that in previous hearings, but again, tough questions for Jeff Bezos in his very first appearance. Mark Zuckerberg, it's fair to say, he's got a lot of attention appearing before Congress in the past, and a lot of big questions, particularly raised during recent months about Facebook's policy towards hate speech and its action or alleged inaction to delete content. We know Mark Zuckerberg has stood by the statement in the past that free speech must come first. Well, a lot of criticism that Facebook was acting too slowly, but also let's not forget it's an election year. The 2016 election and the alleged interference on Facebook platforms raised a lot of questions. The Facebook CEO will be facing those questions, no doubt, once again. What about Apple? Well, again, market dominance. The big theme here with these men all appearing alongside, pretty much that question will be coming to all of them at some point. Apple having pushed back, saying there are lots of competitors in their various fields, but also at the bottom, App Store. Apple have been accused of effectively acting as gatekeepers, scraping in big fees on the App Store, dominating and abusing the dominance in that position. They've pushed back on that. We'll expect to hear a lot more from Tim Cook. Then when it comes to Sundar Pichai of Alphabet, who own Google, once again, search dominance. That claim that they are dominating this field completely. But we know the EU fined them a record amount of money. We're talking over 2 billion euros for allegedly promoting their own products in search. Google are appealing. So this is an unprecedented event to see the big four of big tech taking the big questions. The real question, though, will be what answers they give.